All right. So yesterday we talked about boundaries and we had the energy feeder attachment. If you haven't had a chance to look over that yet, just skim over it and just kind of get a feel for like the red flag people in your life. Because today we're going to talk about social group and the importance of your social group. So when we start out in life, we have a very limited social circle. Usually, initially it's just our relatives. you know. And as we get a little bit older, might be kids in the houses next, like right close to us. Then we go to school, and we are assigned a social group based on our demographics, and that's who we socialize with for the next 12 to 13 years. Now, herein lies the problem. That first 7 years of life is so limited as far as your exposure to new things, new ideas, new places. You're very consistently around the same people. And typically, because it's demographic, they're all people who are in the same sector of life that you are. So everything in your reality reaffirms the subconscious programming and beliefs that are being dumped into your brain. And you're seeing this in your reality, so you just accept it as truth. This is the truth. And now, what happens with some people is they graduate high school, they take off, they go somewhere new, they travel, they have new experiences, and through that, they expand their horizons, they expand their beliefs, they see that there's so many other possibilities. They're getting perspectives from people from completely different backgrounds, religious doctrines, cultures, and so their idea of what's possible expands beyond what they could have ever imagined. And then you have the people that they graduate high school, they marry their high school sweetheart, they get a job 15 minutes away that they keep for the next 20 years. Nothing has changed, and so their perspective of the world is still very much the same as it was when they were 5 because they've stayed in the same environment. And I'm not telling you you got to move to change your perspective or expand your idea of possibilities. But the thing is, the people that we spend time around, if they're not where we want to be, then they're not going to help us grow to become what we want to be because we've already set a pattern of relationship, a pattern of behavior, and we all in that group will validate each other with our limitations because we all share the same perspective. So if your group of friends is not growth oriented, then you don't have to ditch them. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying ditch all the people in your life and move on, but find some new people to hang around with that have the growth mindset, people who are on a similar trajectory as to what you wish to accomplish. Group energy is amazing for momentum, and you feed each other and you share your experiences. If I experience a failure, I share that with the group. We all learn from my experience. Someone else, something doesn't work out. We all learn from that. We don't make the same mistake because we're all in this growth mindset. We're trying new things. We're getting out of our comfort zone. And because you're sharing your experience as a group, you're growing that much more rapidly. So finding a group of people, it could be a meetup group, it could be, a hobbyist group, whatever it is that you're interested in expanding into or learning more about. It could be a class that you take, and you have this group of people now, a new group, new perspectives, and you're all on the same journey. So you're encouraging each other and you're learning from each other as you go. So if you want to expand your horizons and you want to grow your vision of what's possible, find other visionary people to spend time with. It could be a mentor, it could be a coach, it could be someone who just has that much more experience in what you're desiring to become. Because I always tell people, don't reinvent the wheel. We've been on this planet long enough that somebody, somewhere, has more information about the thing you want to do than you do. Find them because they can save you so much trouble in getting from point A to point B. They've already been there. They know where the rocks are, they know where the ledges are, they know where the bridge is out and how to go around it. You know, have somebody who can help you navigate that path who's already been there. They don't have to be that much farther ahead than you, but it's going to save you a lot of time and pain on your journey. And when you're around people who are motivated to grow and have that energy around them, you share in that, because you energetically connect with the people you spend the most time with. So if the people you spend the most time with now tend to complain, talk about why they can't do what they want to do, what their limitations are, find some people who don't see limitations. Find some people who believe in the impossible. Spend some time around them, and you'll be amazed at how your mindset changes, how your view of the world starts to open up. Go online, read articles, read biographies, read about people who came from nothing and created billion-dollar industries. If you haven't seen, I think it's Man on Fire. It's Will Smith. He's got the little boy, and he's just struggling. He goes on to create this $1 million investment firm, you know. So it's what we believe about ourselves, and that can so many times be limited, and then those limitations reinforced by our social group, especially if these are the same people that we've been hanging around with for the last 20 years. That's really formed our opinion of who we are, where we fit in, what we're capable of, what our limitations are. And by introducing yourself to a new group of people who have a completely different mindset and perspective, it can really help you gain momentum in creating the right environment for you to thrive. Because if a plant isn't thriving, you don't blame the plant. You change its environment. If it's too moist for the plant here, you move it over here to a drier environment and it thrives. It's just finding where you fit in, what feeds you right now, what's going to add to your belief in yourself. What group could you find that's maybe involved in the career path that you want to pursue, or the health issue that you want to resolve, or the business you want to create? Who can you reach out to get that tribe of like-minded people who are on the same path, on the same growth journey, but have a new mindset that you can start to kind of learn from them, because it will make a huge difference. And there was another one that if you're the smartest person in the room, you need to find a new room. Find people who will challenge you to grow into your highest potential, because you'll actually be amazed when you start to see what you're really capable of when you get yourself outside of that box. So, all right. I will see you in the Q&A. Talk to you soon. Love and light.